Hey guys, so I'm opening up the first ArtSnacks box of the new year. And if you're not familiar with ArtSnacks, it's a monthly subscription. You get a box about this big, about 10 inches. And it usually has 2D supplies in here like brushes, pens, pencils, markers. Sometimes you get little tubes of paint, typically all two-dimensional stuff. So I'm going to open this up and see what we got for the first month of the year. We can get it open. There we go. And let's see. So you always get a card in the box. Let's focus. So you always get a card in the box that tells you a little bit of information about each item, if there was anything special, if it's a exclusive or a first look or a staff favorite, and it gives you the retail price and everything. And I don't typically look at that right away because I kind of like to look through and muddle through and figure things out for myself, and I like to be surprised, so I don't usually reference that until I've looked at everything. Alright, so it looks like we got some good goodies in here. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my candy. So I got a Lifesaver, and since it's called ArtSnacks, each month you get a little piece of candy. I'm going to move this out of the way. And you always get a sticker. I've got tons of these. Need to figure out something cool to do with all my stickers that I get. And then we got two neon, or this says fluorescent, but neon high flow acrylics. And they're in these little tubes. I call them, if you're old school and you used to decorate your own clothes and t-shirts and purses and stuff, you know what puffy paint is. And it came in these little tubes like this, and you could draw on fabric with it. When it dried, it was puffed up and it got nice and hard, and that's what this kind of reminds me of, is puffy paint. So we got these two. I like our colors that we got. And we got this that came along with it, high flow acrylics. And it looks like they can be used for all kinds of stuff. And here's our color chart. So we got a lot of colors. And then we got the special fluorescent colors in here. So there's fluorescent blue, chartreuse, green, orange, and pink. And we've got green and pink. And let's see. So a little bit of information. So we got a couple of different languages here. And here's ours up here, or mine, up here in the corner. It says the thin flowing nature of high flow acrylics will behave differently depending on the substrate. The colors tend to saturate and spread more easily and can also flow, drip, and pool. Different surfaces and surface preparations will affect how the paint behaves. You can use it for painting, staining, you can use it for airbrush and spraying. They can be used in a full range of refillable markers, pen and ink applications, and unique applications. It says when dropped onto a field of wet acrylic color or medium, high flow acrylics can create unique patterns that are unlike any other paint. The high flow acrylics will spread across wet layers of acrylic color or medium with different colors and mediums altering the effects and patterns. So it sounds like this would be some really fun stuff to experiment with. So when I'm doing my art piece later on, I may have to do some experimentation before I use them. And then you always get a little set of stuff in the green tissue. So they always save a couple little things to wrap up in the green tissue that you cannot see right away. And let's open this up and see what's in here, because this feels like about maybe 3 things in here, so let's check it out. They wrapped it up good this time. Alright, so we did get 3 things. I'm going to pull them out one at a time. So number 1, we've got a Zig Art and Graphic Twin. And I like these. I haven't really used the other one I got as much because it's yellow. And I would have liked to have gotten a color that was a little bit more vibrant and showed up a little bit more than yellow. But I've been reading, and I've seen where a couple people are really happy with the Zig markers and say that they're blending really well. So I keep hearing good things about the Zig markers, and I would like to be able to get into mine. I may have to use our teeth. Alright, now we're in business. So here is my water-based marker, and I've got a fine and an RB tip. Oh, it says in our little notes here that RB stands for real brush. So we've got a certified real brush tip. Flows really nicely. I'm getting a little bit of discrepancy here with the ink, and I don't know if that's me or if it's just because it's been wrapped up so long and it takes a little while to get the brush tip filled. I like it though, it's a very pretty color. Let's try, ooh, our fine tip. Wow, that is a big tip. Look at that. Ooh, this strike's really nice. Look, I totally screwed that. Totally screwed that up. Got a little crazy there. I like this. I love this blue. It's a very pretty color. Alright, so that is our Zig. And we got 2 other things. We got a super fat pencil, HB, nice size. It's a little fat. I'm not used to using something this fat. Holds really well though. Writes nicely. So I got our pencil. And last but not least, we got a paintbrush, and it is angled, which I really like. I think out of all the paintbrushes I have, I do not believe I have one that is angled like that. That is beautiful. And it's a 1/2 inch, and it's called an angle shader. So it must be really good for painting and creating a gradient or an ombre look with the beautiful, nice angle that we have here. I love that. Alright, so that's all our goodies. So let's read about them a little bit. So the Zig here is an exclusive first look. It's a brand new product and it hasn't hit stores yet. It's an art and graphic twin, real brush and fine tip by Zig. The opposite side has a thin 0.8mm felt tip, or F for short. And the ink in this marker is water-based, so you can dip the brush tip end into water, to achieve a greater watercolor effect. I think I'm going to have to try that because I already have water here just to be prepared, because you never know what's going to be in the box. So I went ahead and got some water. So there is my water. So I'm going to take my brush tip. Ooh, did you see that? Oh, it's kind of hard to see. You can see. Ta-da! You can see my blue spread out in the water. So pretty. My little aesthetic reaction there. Alright, so I'm dipping in the water. I might have gotten carried away. It's super light now. That is really cool that you can dip it in the water. And then if you got enough water build up on your paper, which I did just now, you can start to get a little darker as you work back in the water. And you can add more water and spread it out. I love that it's specifically intended to be used in water, because you can always use, you know, to kind of get a watercolor effect, normal markers, and then go back and wet them with water and let them bleed. But I love that this is intentional and it works really nicely. Somebody was really smart when they came up with that. That was a good idea. I like that. Alright, I got distracted. And then we got our golden high flow acrylic paints, and these were a staff favorite. And I'm not going to read everything about that. Then we got our Newer Magnum Black Star pencil. I have no idea if I said that right. It says, kick off the new year with a soft and smooth something 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 Magnum Black Star pencil, produced in the Czech Republic. This oversized pencil adds some darker tones to your sketches and illustrations. If you're looking to tone up your shading technique, we recommend practicing with this comfortable, fat-bodied pencil. So there you are. That's Kohinnoor. So Kohinnoor. I have no idea. It's from the Czech Republic. And we got Snap Series paintbrushes by Princeton Brush. And the versatile brush comes in an assortment of sizes and shapes, including round, fan, flat, shader, and bright shader. The synthetic hair tip will guide your paint evenly. To clean, use mild soap and water, then reshape the bristles into place. Cool. I like this. I may have to test this out a teensy bit. Let's kind of rotate over to a little bit of a cleaner page. I want to test this out a teensy bit with my paint. I wonder if I have to open this. Smooth as butter. Okay. So, you do have to open it and take this off. And you may want to have a little gripper like I did so you can twist the lid off, because it needed a little bit of persuasion because I could not get it to twist off. So we take that off. Ooh, look in there. Ho, ho, ho. Alright, we're going to twist this back on. And we're going to squirt. Ooh, look at that. Oh, ooh, I oozed. Oh no. It's brand new and already got dirty. Alright, it's been christened now. Ooh, look at that. I'm just going to pull that down a little bit. Ooh, super runny. I like this. I feel like if you wanted it to be about this color, you would have to build up a lot of layers because it is thin and runny, but I'm assuming that's intentional, so that makes it so, that's what makes it versatile, that you can use it in so many different ways. Pretty. Alright, let's mix it. Let's open up our pink and try our pink, and we'll make a nice ugly color with our pink and our green. See what happens if I just kind of so pretty. Okay. What happens if I just wet it a lot? We're gonna make it nice and ugly with our somewhat complementary colors here, our green and our pink. We're gonna make a nice ugly color. I really like this paint, even though it's kind of runny. It says it's supposed to blend well with other acrylics and mediums. And then I got my little, it doesn't really fit. This is the broken side. Here we go. See, it has this on it, but it's not, it's split here, so it would go over it, because this is too wide. But I like that they gave me this to protect it, because I have gotten in a different subscription box, I have gotten a brush before that was damaged because it spent the trip smushed up against the edge of the box and all the bristles were bent and messed up, and I was not happy about that. So I'm glad that they got smart and, at least for this one, protected the bristles. So we got our new Zig marker and our pencil with the name I'm sure I'm pronouncing incorrectly. And that is everything in the January 2017 ArtSnacks box. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.